Hello. Today we continue our study of the book of Romans. If you remember, at the end of Romans chapter 4 from our readings for yesterday, St. Paul makes the point that even Abraham, the father and the hero of the Jewish faith, wasn't saved by being a good person, but he was saved simply by believing what God said. And then Paul goes on to make this point, that when you and I believe what God said about Jesus, we are saved in the exact same way Abraham was, not by being a good person, but simply through faith. Then chapter 5 begins with these amazing words, "Therefore, since we have been justified through faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ." When you simply believe what God said about Jesus, God takes righteousness from Jesus' account and deposits it in your account. And so with Jesus' perfection now in your account, you and God, you're good. And not only are you good, you have access to Him. Because He not only is not going to punish you, you are now His beloved child. Romans 5 says that we can glory in this access that we have through Jesus. And then it says in verse 3 that we can glory in one more thing. We can glory in our sufferings. Now wait a minute. What? Why can we rejoice even in the midst of our suffering? Because God uses our times of suffering to show His faithfulness. When we see that God is with us, He's helping us, and He's even blessing us in the midst of our tribulations and our sufferings, it increases our trust in Him. What is trust? Trust is faith. And faith is what makes us right with God. And faith is what ends up taking us to heaven someday. So rejoice. You are not saved by what you do or don't do, but simply by what you believe. And God is pleased with you when you believe what He said about Jesus. And so therefore you're His very own and you have access to Him. And God is going to show you His faithfulness even in the midst of your sufferings. And that's going to grow your faith. God bless you as you read this amazing chapter in the book of Romans.